Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Girl, Geek, and the Gay. Here I am with my buddy Jaime.
Hola.
And I am Jose.
Hi, Jose.
Hi. We know Megan.
We know Megan. No Megan today. It's that one-off week again.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I don't drink.
All right, that's a great way to start a story.
Well, and this is why we're recording this a little bit later than normal.
I was so glad when you said 12:30. I went right back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, so I got in kind of late last night. It was 2 a.m. when I got here, and then somehow it became 1 a.m. I don't know how that happened now. Just
how drunk were you?
That's what I started thinking. I'm like, wait, what the heck? And I remember rushing out of the like trying to leave the parking structure where I was at in downtown LA because I was concerned about like my car getting locked in there because they're closed at 2, and then apparently they got an extra hour because of the fact that the time changed. But yeah, so I went out last night. I haven't been out like that in a long time. But my one of my former manager friends from the company that I work for.
Wow, a minute and 28 seconds in already fucking up.
Anyway. I know it's too soon. No, but they invited me out to go bowling and just hang out, and it was pretty cool. And we ended up at this place called 82, which I guess is like an arcade / bar.
Okay.
A lot of younger people, which is fine. Like I didn't feel old or anything like that, except I did.
I've been there.
No, but it was cool. We had a few drinks. Had a really good time just catching up, meeting some new people, catching up with some people that I haven't seen in a while because of this, everything that's going on at work. The thing that was weird is kind of breathing other people's air. If that makes sense. I'm not in really a sexual way, but what I mean is like you're at a kind of in a bar environment, club. You're hanging out with people you haven't seen in probably 2 years at this point, and you're just like, damn, like, oh shit, like it's just kind of daunting, especially after the pandemic. But
there's a pandemic,
or about how it is. But the good thing was that they were checking vaccination cards. So, I guess that was a little bit of reassurance. Everybody kind of felt more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But overall it was chill. It's just, today, the aftermath, like I woke up a little bit later. My voice is a little different. I feel like it's a little deeper. But overall it was a fun time. It was worth it. Just need a lot of water and more coffee. So how are you, Jose?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Started a new job this week.
Right.
It's been very helpful for my mental health.
Great.
Especially for my mental health.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, not just that, just a lack of stress. I've dropped 5 pounds this week.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Very cool.
It's great.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Yeah. You're probably getting more sleep, I hope.
Oh yeah, like
even though you're texting me
bags
at 4
under
in the morning for some reason.
I was at work.
Oh, okay.
So the bags under my eyes are kind of slowly dissipating.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
It's been great, but also I tried Movember, so I tried growing just a mustache.
Uh-huh.
It was no.
I liked it.
No,
I liked it.
It was bad.
I liked it. I think
I was less Tom Selleck and more Ken Bone. Like,
well, I don't know who either one of those people are.
How do you not know who Tom Selleck is?
I mean, I might know who. Like, if I look at a picture, I'm sure I know who Tom Selleck is.
3 Men and a Baby.
No, what the fuck? That's like 80s.
PI. What's it called? Private.
I'm googling him now. Oh, okay, Tom Selleck. Okay.
And Ken Bone was the guy at the debate for the Clinton Trump. This would have been a lot funnier
if I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh. No, Jose, no, stop it.
Dude, it was bad though.
We have to post this picture. So, Ken Bone.
Like, it was bad. I looked like Freddie Mercury in retrograde.
Oh,
it was bad.
It was not bad. I think it was worse than, excuse me. It was better. It was better. I liked it. I have a thing for mustaches though, so I liked it. I think it came out better than you thought it was, but I understand. If you just weren't feeling it, you just weren't feeling it.
Yeah, No, I'm good.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess I've had a pretty uneventful weekend. Just been working, trying to readjust to the schedule.
Yeah.
Just
I get you.
Because now it's not much of a readjustment though. It's just now I get to go home every day, and because I had a very frustrating first week, which is funny because normally I've been very lucky with how things work out. And lately it just seems like it's been Murphy's Law in full effect, right?
Yeah.
Just everything has gone wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And this past week was very frustrating because things kept going wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
In my new job, like even in my new job, but getting to go home at the end of the day was so helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was talking to my friend about it, and I'm like, you know what it is? I haven't picked up my last check from my last job. And I feel like that's still
it's kind of lingering.
Yeah,
in the back of your head.
I still have that bad luck over me. Oh. And sure enough, like I picked up my last check on Friday.
Yeah,
I had a great night Friday, Saturday, and well, we'll see how tonight goes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it sounds like a weight lifted off your shoulders, and that's probably where it comes from. But I mean, it's definitely been that week. You know, like I feel like same thing. Like work's been kind of like iffy and kind of weird, and in general for me too. But the fact is, I mean, the good thing is that now you're in a better place for yourself. You know, like like you said, you get to go home and actually separate yourself from work. You know, and sleep better. You know, so
like, sleeping in my own bed just makes such a difference.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like I can't even imagine having to sleep in a truck.
Like one thing I will say to anybody listening is, if anybody ever tells you, if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else.
Go. Yeah.
Like fucking go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they do not value you.
Yeah.
Like you are replaceable.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, that's a really good point. If you're just not happy in general at work, you know, like if there's something that constantly keeps you from being happy or being able to relax, being able to take your days off, you know, if it's something that's just to that point where you're like that stressed out about it, it's okay to let it go. You know, like of course, prepare yourself like you did, right? Like you found a new job, then you're like, cool, I'm out, you know, then that was it, right? So do the right things, take the right steps, do some of the things that you want to do. I did end up working like at coffee at one point after a job that I hated. And while it didn't pay the best, it was actually one of my favorite jobs. You know, being able to make coffee, being able to, you know, kind of help people. By I say kind of help people, I mean like make their drinks, you know. Maybe
we figured out what it was.
Yeah, maybe make their day a little bit better. You know, you still got to deal with some assholes, but I mean that's just reality and life in general, right?
You mean to tell me some customers are dicks?
All customers are dicks. Oh, no,
really?
No, but
people aren't considerate.
But you know, it's very enlightening work though. When you do it, you kind of put yourself now, because obviously you're in the service industry, especially, you know, making coffee. You start realizing that when you go to places, like you should be more considerate of people for sure, you know? And that was something that I really appreciated and I learned and I loved about that job. You know, but it came after a time where like I hated my job too, you know? But so it's okay. It's okay to do something new. It's okay to kind of change, prepare yourself, get ready, do something that you love, and then kind of move on from that, you know? So good luck in your new job.
I do try to make it a rule to never be a dick to someone that's doing their job.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, they're doing their job, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I have a...
Don't get me wrong. If they're dicks, like, I could be a dick right back.
Yeah. So, and that's where I was going to go with it because...
So come on, touch on the dick.
I love touching dick. Adolfo likes to call me a Karen sometimes, and I'm like, no. I feel like the reasons that I speak out about something. Let's say if I'm paying money for something that I want, you know, like I'm not rude or disrespectful, but don't sit there and question the situation, especially like at like Starbucks, for example, right? You just make the new coffee. It's not coming out of your pocket, you know, like the company allows you just to like be like, oh yeah, replace that drink for it instantly, you know. And I'm very particular about my coffee. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
I know. But like I picked up coffee for you earlier today. I sure it was like ordering a. It was like giving a combination safe. I'm sitting there like, all right, spin throw it 3 times to the right.
I didn't know.
4 to the left, Jose. And 17 to the right again, and we should be good.
Look, the way you order, all you gotta say is a vanilla iced coffee with cream. That's all you have to say. That's all, and I make it simple. It's the same thing as Starbucks, right? Like I don't order those crazy like frappuccino drinks, or I don't order anything crazy. My coffee is a hot coffee with white mocha and half, right? If you work,
shaking his head.
But if you work in the industry you should know how simple that
Every
is.
time I hear it, they just assume porn.
That's what I was talking about.
What hot coffee mod are you talking about?
Anyway, it's called. I mean, it's called. Oh my god! It's simple. It's just hot coffee with white mocha, the flavoring that they have, and half and half. It's that simple, and it's even a small size, right? But if you end up doing extra, and I didn't ask you for extra, bitch. I just wanted my hot coffee with the white mocha and half. But you decided to steam my milk. I'm gonna let you know I didn't want my milk steamed. And yeah, it was funny, but no. I try not to be rude. I just like to be like direct about what I want in my order.
But see, that is a difference between just being like, "Hey, I'm sorry, like this is not what I asked for. Can you make me another one?" Then what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and like throwing it at people or something like that. Yeah. And I know that now a lot of people in the service industry don't give a fuck, and they will go off back on you. And I think that, like, especially through the pandemic and people being pushed through the pandemic, that they're allowed to not give a fuck like that.
Yeah.
But also don't, like, if you're working the service industry, don't be a dick so that you don't get dick back, So, well, I mean, I guess it depends, because I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, like when I started the job at the sales store, at the cell phone store, it was like my first day. This guy was trying to make a payment through one of the machines, the kiosks that we have, right? And it wasn't taking his money. And he came up to me. He was like, "Excuse me, this isn't taking my money."
Was he blind?
And
I'm just checking.
Jaime does not like blind people.
No. I didn't say. I never said that.
Well, like he comes up to me. He's just like, "Excuse me," and very obviously joking. I go, "Well, that's weird. Is it real?" He got so mad. Like, he just blew up on me, right? Like, this is slander. How dare you say I have fake money?
Though.
Yeah. He's like, how dare, I want to speak to your manager. So my manager came out my first day.
Wow.
And he's like, what happened? And he's like, and I told him, well, I was just making a joke. Like, is it real? For the machine not to take it. And with the way he's reacting, I'm kind of starting to think it's not. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah. You didn't get fired?
No, I didn't get fired.
Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, just don't be a dick to people. On both sides of the fence. Right?
Yes, if we've learned anything.
Yeah.
The golden rule, people. We learned it in elementary school.
I don't get it.
The golden rule? Treat others the way you
want to be treated. Got you. Why did you just say that, then?
Because I assume people know what the golden rule is.
Look, I had a few drinks last night.
You still feeling the effects?
I'm trying to catch up on that because, I'm 35 years old and can't handle it now. So, fuck. Anyway.
All right. So, I guess we should try to start the show, right?
Yes, sir. What we're here for.
All right. So, I've had quite a few complaints from Angie about our Doctor Who talk, so we're gonna double it today.
Double.
The new season started.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk about the episode.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is I didn't hate it.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's a huge step forward.
It is giant.
Yes. Okay. That sucks though. You know why that sucks? Because it's like she's already existed for like 3 seasons. This is like the third season, right?
Yeah.
And she's existed for 2 seasons, and now the last season is like.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't hate her first episode.
Oh, okay. The first episode.
Yeah. It felt lacking, and the villain was kind of gross, actually.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to find out.
You'll see what I mean. It's very gross.
Oh my god.
But like I said, there's that point where she goes, "I'm the doctor," and I'm like,
like, not really. Yeah.
And I mean, to this day, whenever she goes, "I'm the doctor," I go, Wow. Are you though?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see how you feel.
Yeah, and I didn't hate the first episode of the second season her second season.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a pattern here.
Yeah. Damn. Dumb. I mean, I'm trying to catch up because I just really want to be on the same pace as you now with the show, but I'm almost there.
What did you watch?
So I saw a few episodes.
This is for you, Angie.
1, 2, 3. I know. Double. I saw 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
Yes,
all right, so we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey, we got
no
the show.
No timestamps.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't
Angie,
make a lot
sit
of
down and listen.
I didn't make a lot of notes in this one and these 3. So we could talk about Oxygen, which to me it was kind of an interesting episode. Do you remember Oxygen?
That was zombie space.
Yeah.
Zombies in space.
Yeah, where they got I guess the people were killed by their astronaut suits that they had, and then but were still kind of zombified. Which okay, so this is my first question about this situation. Bill did not die instantly, right? But in the beginning of the episode, the first girl that we saw become zombified, she died instantly and became a zombie. Oh, but then she was in space. She was like outside, so maybe that's why. Oh, you just processed that right now. Anyway,
it's so cute to see him work through stuff.
I'm catching up in my brain. As I'm saying it out loud, it made more sense. Because then they also showed her helmet floating off into space. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah. I mean, it was an okay episode. It wasn't. I like the idea of the zombies in space. I liked. I really didn't understand the outcome though. Like, so what was the whole thing about them charging for oxygen? It was a company that was charging for oxygen, and so they would kill people so that they wouldn't have to pay them. They wouldn't have to give them the oxygen. Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember what it was because it's
been long. Yeah.
But from what I do remember, it was that I think they just didn't want to pay people.
Yeah, like
something
like their work crew or something like that. They didn't want to pay them, so they like killed them off. But then it was going to end up costing the company more money to kill everybody off, I guess, to cover up the whole situation in the end. So yeah, it wasn't a bad episode.
And it was a commentary on capitalism and the way things are now, where it's like, well, they'll charge you for everything. They'll charge you for the oxygen you're breathing.
Yeah, I mean the water we drink, right? Yeah. Like that's pretty clear right there. It was a good episode. And then it jumped into. Well, I jumped into Extremis, which is episode 6. Where this is where I kind of fell off a little bit from the doctor himself, right? I like Capaldi. Okay, I do like Capaldi. I don't like the doctor, what they're doing with the doctor. Because again, I feel like there's too many doctors going on. And in this one, they jump back into the Rockstar doctor. In these next 2 episodes, they jump into that Rockstar doctor again, as opposed to like that mentor doctor that we were just talking about in the beginning of the season, you know? And again, the reason I don't like it is because it's two different stories that almost seem to be going on for me, with the way, you know, Capaldi is being this role now, and they even changes, you know, what he wears and everything like that regularly. So that's the only issue that I have with this series, with the, you know, this doctor, is that there's too many different types of him, you know, as opposed to just one consistent. Like they couldn't even made, you know, they could have even made the doctor in the beginning of this season. They could have made him like a music teacher, you know, or like a music history teacher, and it would have been consistent with still that rock star, but then still the mentor, you know, type of aspect. But I don't feel like they're doing that as much. But I didn't hate these last 2 episodes. I thought they were pretty interesting. The monks got introduced in, I think it was that the pyramid at the end of the world that they got introduced? Or were they also introduced in Extremis?
I think they were in Extremis as well.
Okay. And then what happened with the master? Like they had her captive, right?
Yes. In
like a box. But then I don't remember why they released her. Was it just cuz?
Shit, I don't
remember either. So she came out to like help or something, you know, because they're friends, because he ultimately kept her alive. So in the beginning of the episode, they show where he had to where the doctor, because he's a Time Lord, had to kill the master.
Yes.
Because she was being held accountable for everything she had done, right?
Yes.
He didn't kill her. He kept her safe and then locked her in a box in the TARDIS, right? And then I remember him asking for help from her and letting her out, but I don't remember what happened after that. So that's where I'm a little lost with what happened with the master.
Because I remember her in the future episodes.
Okay.
But I don't remember her in Extremis at all. No,
because I think Extremis was where they began, like her trial.
They let her out? Oh, that was a trial.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a lot earlier in the season.
No,
Oh, I mean,
no, yeah, because I'm thinking, I'm like trying to process it now, but no, yeah, because those are the only three episodes that I saw, and that's where I finally saw her.
okay.
Where she was where that whole situation
Yeah, because
happened.
they've kind of shown you that he's has someone locked up.
Yeah, you know who I thought
But
it
you
was?
never.
I thought it was River. I thought that was part of the library,
Oh,
and like
okay.
he was keeping her in there, but she was becoming something evil. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, I don't know why my mind went to that. I didn't think Master, because
Yeah.
we haven't really talked about the Master in this season either. Yeah, but I guess this was the way of kind of bringing her, introducing her. But I honestly thought it was like a piece of the library that they had,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I thought it was River, but it's not River. It's the Master. Anyway, the whole story about the monks, like was a pretty interesting story too. Like the way that they're trying to become, like, I guess, beloved by everybody, but almost by putting them in a situation where they're in the world.
Yeah.
And so that's the only way that they're going to be able to rule, is by doing that. And
It is such a trip to be like for all these people to feel like the monks have been there since the beginning.
yeah,
And
yeah.
for them to be like, oh, they've only been here for 6 months.
Yeah,
But
and
I think it was 6 months.
Yeah, and actually, I started because that's in the next episode, episode 8, which I started watching. I saw probably like a good 15 minutes of it.
Whoops.
So thankfully, I saw those beginning 15 minutes of it. No, but yeah, because of the whole. So the reason that happens is because Bill ends up saving the doctor from being killed in an explosion because he was blind.
Yeah.
He was blind and he was wearing those Sonic fucking glasses.
Yes.
I hate those
Not
glasses.
a fan of the Sonic glasses.
They're so lame. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay. And then let me ask you this about the Sonic screwdriver. How does it always get rebuilt? Like, does he just fix it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, usually the TARDIS would spit it out because remember in Matt Smith's Doctor they show it. The TARDIS just like
A new one?
makes one for him.
Oh, okay.
This is different because I know Whitaker's doctor makes her own.
Oh no, but I mean because in Oxygen, one of the zombies breaks it in half. And then later on he has another one. So I was just curious how.
Yeah, they've shown Matt Smith's TARDIS spit one out.
Cool. I just forgot. It's been a long time. But overall, this story is cool. I like it. I mean, it's already getting towards like kind of the later episodes. So episode 8 is what I'm on. So I guess I'll see where kind of Bill is kind of torn right now, because in the beginning of the episode 8, she saved the doctor. So now he's part of the monks, or he's like working with them and he's like praising them. And so it was kind of like the sacrifice that he had to make, or that he ends up becoming part of them because of what Bill did. So I'll see it. I like the story. I just wish I had the mentor doctor more again. So as opposed to the Rockstar. He's a little chill, too chill. It's like whatever for me. But I don't know. What do you like these episodes? These last few that I saw?
Do. Yeah. I like the ending to Capaldi's saga.
Okay.
I really like the Christmas episode too.
Okay.
Which is the episode where he regenerates into Whitaker.
Okay. Cool.
So I mean,
spoilers. Damn. No,
I like the episodes.
Okay.
And I should probably watch them again.
Yeah.
Just so we could be on the same page next time.
Cool. Yeah, do that. I'm gonna probably try to knock them out pretty quick this week.
Yeah.
So.
I know that I will probably have to rewatch the Whitaker episodes at some point because those are the only ones that I've only seen once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since we're almost jumping into that season, it might be a good time to kind of catch up on that.
Yeah, I'm on it.
You might like it more this time.
I might. You know what? I might because of my expectations.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Although some of them, oh my god.
I mean, again, I've heard a lot of bad things about it. So, but I look forward to just seeing a new doctor, seeing what happens. I mean, even if I don't like it, then at least we're already transitioning into another doctor.
Yeah,
so
there
we'll
is
go.
one thing that really annoys me about her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that she's always it's always like she's anxious or like out of breath, like she's always rocking back and forth when she's talking, and she just seems like she just finished running a marathon at all times.
Oh.
like she seems like she's on the verge of like she's getting ready to run away. And I mean you'll see what I mean. It's just
yeah. Well, maybe it's like an insecurity thing. I mean, but yeah, I guess
no because she is a woman, so she is the best doctor.
So it's not. She can't be insecure. Is what you're saying.
No, she can't. They kind of do. They kind of hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
she's the most powerful of all.
Yeah.
Interesting. Guess I'll see.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
And so what? Now we're docking. Now we're jumping into Doom Patrol or news.
Well, we could do some Doom Patrol.
Okay. Let's do some Doom Patrol.
What did you think of the first episode?
Awesome.
Okay.
First episode. I mean,
kind of made me a little nervous.
No, sorry. No, I just maybe because I have such a bad taste from Titans is why like I thought this was really so I'm just trying to make sure that I really enjoyed it. I did really enjoyed it. Brendan Fraser is great as Robot Man. I like his little one lines that he always has, like "What the fuck," or he's like, "The fuck," or things like that. Like he's a robot, right? And when he's not playing the robot, he's not actually like the robot, but it's his voice.
Yeah.
But he delivers those one lines, and they're just so like that's totally something I would say. The fuck, like he's so good, and I like the kind of the origin story. Well, they give us like kind of a deep dive into his origin story. And then kind of give us little snips of everybody else.
Yes.
Which I think was good. It was perfect. It was the way that the show had a really good, interesting pace from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy this first episode quite a bit. I was really impressed. And one thing that I can say that even Adolfo said was like, look, it's good to see other characters than just like Batman, Superman, and fucking Wonder Woman.
Yes.
It's good to see different, and I think that's a really good point.
Like I was thinking yesterday, I forgot what I was doing, that I was thinking like Marvel built the MCU off of the back of Iron Man, which was not one of their flagship characters. It was right. He was not as big a character as he was made into, and I think that it was that people were one, they didn't have Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. They didn't have that to build on.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, right. So, the rights were given away or sold to other people, right?
So they had to kind of work with what they got.
Right.
While DC, we just get Batman stories. We get Superman stories.
Yeah.
We finally got a Wonder Woman story, and that was one of the first good movies.
Yeah.
It's and everything, all like those three characters just keep getting recycled and recycled and recycled. Like how many times have we seen Batman? How many times have we seen Superman?
Yeah.
And even Wonder Woman with Linda Carter before, and now with Gal Gadot.
And I think that's like you said, kind of to build off of Iron Man and a lot of others of that type. Like you can think about the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Or even Ant-Man, who weren't even expected to do that well. Now we got Shang-Chi, like it's like such a good movie. Such a good movie. Yeah, and I know nothing about Shang-Chi, which is cool. Like, hey, it's a whole new story, whole new, place you can go to, and this is where we went, and it just built upon that. Now back to Doom Patrol, and again, this is what Adolfo said, is like those characters were all like so different. They were all like they were all interesting. They all had something to bring, like from the beginning. And it wasn't like a typical, like even it kind of makes fun of itself in that sense. Oh, this isn't like your traditional heroes, type of thing. And it's a little cliche, right?
Yeah, like you said, the critic. What about the critics? What do they know? They're gonna hate this show.
No, and no, like that again. That first episode was really good. We learned a lot about Rita, about Chief, the pilot. And in such a short episode. And then we also got Crazy Jane, who I think
Crazy Jane is. She's
badass.
So fun. Yeah, she's so fun to watch because like the range that actress has to just switch from personality to personality in a snap.
Yes, exactly. And that's what, and same thing that that's what Adolfo and I were talking about. It's like that personality change. The fact that you can do that, and she's from we know her from Orange Is the New Black. She was one of the inmates. That actress. Her name is Diana Guerrero, and like in there she was playing a almost like a cliche character. She was a chola. She's part of the Latinas in jail, things like that, right? And it's a portrayal of that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what she was doing. Then they now in Doom Patrol, like you're gonna be able to see so much different range and so many different like sides to Crazy Jane because that's just what she does, you know. And you see it. You see at least 3 that I can recall right now, which was like Hammerhead, Jane, and then there was like a depressed one. I can't remember her name either. But you see a few personalities to begin with, and it was cool. She's really cool. She has such a beautiful face too. Like she
is gorgeous.
Yeah, like I look at her and I'm
She's
like,
so pretty.
man, yeah, I'm like, man, you're gorgeous. Like
Down
seriously,
boy.
I know. Who am I? No, but yeah, like she's just really like pretty to look at, and not to say that's not the reason I like her. I'm just saying like her range in this show is the most interesting to me so far. Right? She's a person of color. Number 2, I know that's just a thing that I look at, right? But
racist. I don't notice color.
Shut the fuck up.
I really don't. Like I had no idea she was Hispanic.
But like the other 3 are all white.
Yeah.
She's Latina. You know, I think it's cool that she has such an interesting role and she's Latina. It reminds me of Ratcatcher. Yes. Ratcatcher, you know.
Ratcatcher 2.
Right, I know. I was gonna add that, but I like Rat Trapper more than Ratcatcher. But anyway, she reminds me of that character. But like, yeah, I was really excited to see her. I was excited to see her as like a kind of a star so far of the show. The villain. What did you think about the villain? Oh wait, what did you think about the show? I mean, like, did you say that already?
I like the show.
Yeah.
I went back and rewatched the first episode.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah.
And yeah, still I enjoyed it. Brendan Fraser is just. I love Brendan Fraser. I love everything he does. He just. Yeah, I think he's just fun to watch and fun to listen to in this show.
Yeah, he is.
Although that mullet was that.
Yeah.
That hair.
Isn't that his real haircut in real life too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And, okay, and this is what we talked about. I think he dyes it as well, right?
Does he?
It doesn't look like a regular color. Okay, so this is what we talked about. Like, it's okay to age. Yeah. You know? It's okay to kind of, gain weight and, it's okay. Like, just do that. Like, let yourself do it like naturally, I guess, I do understand he's gone through some stuff though in life though.
Yeah.
But so whatever makes him feel happy. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the mullet either. And I kind of have a little bit of a faux hog, but I mean, it's not a mullet.
So. Yeah, it's not a mullet. There's a huge difference.
Yeah. It doesn't look real either. It doesn't look real.
Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But I like Rita. I like Rita's vanity.
Yeah.
And how that's like juxtaposed with her
becoming the Blob.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to call her besides the Blob right now.
Yeah, there's like I really like that scene where she's talking with the bartender. And the bartender, and the bartender's like, "Oh, I used to watch her movies with my dad." And she's like, "Shit, tell me more about my dad." No. Just very no.
Yeah. Because she wanted to hear more about herself.
Yeah, she wanted to hear more about herself.
Yeah, I did like that. Like later on, when they continue that story, she's like, "Oh yeah," like, and then after that SWAT movie where she got replaced like halfway, they talked about how she became a porn star. Yes. She's like, no, like she's all confused by it. That her dad had like bags full of them or something like that, VHSs full of them. Yeah, it was funny. Also,
I mean, I really do want to see more of the pilot, like
Chief. I think that's his name.
No, because Chief is. That's Timothy Dalton's.
Oh, is that the
in the wheelchair?
The wheelchair guy. Okay,
yeah. Larry.
Larry? Okay, maybe I don't know.
Or because I have here Larry as a pilot.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Niles is Chief.
Oh, okay. I might have missed up the names. My bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just it was cool to see him like just flying that. Like it was very Green Lantern reminiscing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like his story type.
Yeah.
Of thing? Uh-huh.
But I mean, overall, I'm excited to see more. I mean, there's 3 seasons, so we got a bit to catch up on.
Yeah. The pilot, that one's Matt Bomer. Is that his name? Bomer?
I have him here as Larry, but I could be wrong.
Like in the show, it's Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't remember his name. Yeah, but I know who you're talking about. the interesting thing about these characters too is, well, two of them are like possessed by other creatures. Well, I guess you could say three of them are possessed. Anyway, because the blob, Rita,
Yeah.
she got possessed by something underwater, right? And then the pilot, he got possessed by something in space, right?
Yeah.
And then Rita's just like multiple personalities with different powers.
And then the robot got possessed by Cliff Steele.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, that's, see, they're all different inside, you know, like they all have like different, they're different, almost like you said, they're all like kind of possessed by, they're all possessed. Yeah. You know, that's the only thing I could say without sounding gross, because I can feel the bell coming. you're like ready for it.
I was like, what the fuck is the bell? Dude, the bell's getting bad though, because I'm like dinging things in person now. Ding. Like I was at my new job with Guillermo, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you just have to go hard at him." And I'm like, "Ding," and he's like, "What?" Nothing,
That's
man.
Funny.
Nothing.
That's funny. I liked the villain, Mr. Nobody. I still don't. I guess we're still gonna learn more.
Yeah,
you know, so. But I thought his design was really cool. That way they kind of like split him up in different. And then the donkey being like, I don't know, just the donkey.
Jackass.
Was that his name? No.
No, it's just he's a
no, I know he's an ass, but but no. Yeah. It was crazy. It was just crazy how like at the end, everything that they thought was gonna be like a negative thing about them ended up kind of affecting them in a bad way, you know?
Yeah.
But I did like the origin. I liked the story, and I like that they all kind of had to be heroes for themselves, like for their own issues that they all had. Because now that's where we get into the whole, it looks like that's where we're going to get into the whole Mr. Nobody and what his intentions are, you know, versus Chief and versus everything that goes on. So
yeah. And one of the things that I'm usually not a fan of is a narration.
Oh, okay.
But I think Alan Tudyk just did a great job here.
Yeah.
Just narrating the whole thing.
Yeah. He did. He's a good voice for it too.
Yeah.
Although it reminds me of Umbrella Academy. Which one came out first?
I haven't seen Umbrella Academy.
You haven't?
No, and I put it on my list when it first came out, and then I just never watched it.
You're missing out. And you should catch up, because there's going to be a third season coming up soon, too.
I think I might.
Really great, honestly. So you should check it out.
Yeah, and Umbrella Academy came before Doom Patrol, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So maybe they took a little bit of inspiration from it. But, yeah, overall, this was a great episode.
Yeah, and I'm especially looking forward to seeing more of Robot Man's story.
Yeah.
When it comes to his family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because his daughter alludes to his what's her
Jane.
name? Jane alludes to
her being
his
alive.
daughter being alive.
Yeah. And that origin story for him was like tragic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like tragic as fuck. I really thought, like, I was like, oh, that sucks.
Although when she's reading the story, she says like, oh, his wife was decapitated. But I remember like when he's looking, like he sees her, and I don't remember her being decapitated. I just remember her being bloody.
Oh.
But maybe it was just
like,
a memory.
Like in the back seat?
No, she was in the front seat next to him.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Because the daughter was in the back seat. I remember seeing an arm.
Yeah, you see the little girl's arm with blood.
Okay.
But like he looks next to him, and he sees his wife, and like his wife is just bloody, but she's all in one piece.
Does decapitated mean that it has to fully come off, or does it just mean like the neck snap?
No, it means it
completely
comes off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to rationalize it, Jose. Damn it. No, but yeah, it was a tragic story. I honestly thought he was gonna kill the guy. I thought that he was gonna kill him. And like he became a murderer, and then that's why he's part of the Doom Patrol now, is because he's like a crazy murderer, and they put his brain in a robot or something. I don't know. It doesn't sound like RoboCop for a second, except the bad one.
Oh my god, RoboCop! I used to love those movies, even though they were bad.
Yeah, they were. They're super cheesy, but they were good for the time, right? So, yeah.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah. So good start. I look forward to the rest of the seasons. And I think that the difference in this one over, like, let's say Titans, is that although Titans was okay in the beginning, it never really got better. And I feel like this one really started great and not just okay. You know, like I feel like that's a good lead into what we're gonna get next.
Yeah.
Whereas Titans was just okay. You know, like it was interesting because you were seeing those characters that you want to see, right? But it didn't go where we wanted it to
also,
go.
this is a much lighter tone than Titans.
Yeah, yeah.
And it feels like these characters have personalities.
Yeah.
As opposed to Titans, where Gar had a personality and
Yeah.
everybody else was just sad all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, that's true. You can honestly make. I like dark stuff. Like I like it to be serious, but you have to make that really good. Otherwise, it sucks.
Yeah,
you know.
Because
otherwise, it's just bored. You know.
Yeah, because you can look at Dark Knight. You know, like the Christopher Nolan Batman series.
like those a lot.
And those were well made.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you didn't need to throw in Two-Face at the end of Dark Knight.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that just felt tacked on.
Yeah.
And Dark Knight Rises wasn't the best movie.
That was the one with
Bane.
Bane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were still well made. Like they were still entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
As opposed to anything Snyder.
Yeah.
Like Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman was a chore to get through.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly don't even remember watching it, to be honest. I mean, I know I watched it.
Oh, I was in the movie theaters and people were walking out.
Shit.
Like people walked out of that movie.
Fuck.
And I remember like sitting there and the Martha scene came out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just involuntarily I yelled out when he's like, "We're gonna save Martha." Like Martha doesn't die tonight or something like that, or we're gonna save Martha. I just remember just involuntarily going, "Oh, fuck you." The 4 people that hadn't left laughed.
They clapped at you.
Because it was just like, oh my God, like that was so bad. Like I get what you were trying to do, you know, trying to humanize Superman. Oh, he has a mom, you know, and his mom happens to have the same name as your mom.
Yeah.
But it came out as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't make, like, not every character is Batman.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that DC has really had a really hard time doing. Just differentiating these characters from each other.
Yeah.
Because Superman is supposed to be hope. You know, and even in the Snyder movie, you know, the S stands for hope.
Yeah.
But he's just so bland.
Yeah, yeah. He has no energy behind that.
Yeah, and also I never understood Clark Kent, like his Clark Kent, because his Clark Kent is literally Superman with glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
As opposed to Christopher Reeve, whenever Christopher Reeve would turn into Clark Kent, you know, he would hunch.
Yeah.
You know, he would be dorky,
and, like dropping shit. Yeah, I remember.
Clumsy,
that.
Like he was a different person.
Yeah. And the thing that I can say about that, just because apparently I follow this TikTok on Henry Cavill, and he
Very good looking man.
Very good looking man, number one, right? But he's a lot more charming than I feel like he comes off in the Superman movies.
Yeah.
Like he's like
and that man could pull off a mustache too.
Oh yes, he can. Yes, definitely mustache rides all day. So
he was great on Mission Impossible.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
That's where he had the mustache.
Okay, sure.
That's why he wasn't allowed to shave it for Justice League.
So they had to remove it like digitally, right?
Yeah,
or something like that. People were like mad about
that.
It
looked so bad.
DC. Anyway, he's very charming. He's kind of dorky.
Yeah.
You know, like he seems
he's very likable.
Yeah, and so to kind of suck the life out of, which is what I want to do, but no, but to suck the life out of his personality is what so embarrassing. Anyway, is what
Are you blushing?
I am. I'm like, how do I delete this? But
this is the clip that's gonna be playing on
Instagram now. Perfect. All right. No, but yeah, he has no personality. It's just crazy to see him as Superman and then see him as himself. And he's like, dude, you had so much to work with right there. And and no, you gave him nothing, no personality, no dorkiness, even though he's that, no charm, aside from him just being a Superman, you know, like
because Superman is kind of cheesy.
Yeah. I mean, Smallville, right? Like to me, I think about Smallville all the time. Well, he was a football player in that one, but he was still kind of like at least he had that youngness going for him, you know, like being younger. But they don't give that to him. They don't give him anything, you know, like the Henry Cavill one. And I feel like it was their loss and their mistake for not using that charm that he already has, and then translating that into the Superman franchise. It would have been great.
Yeah,
he could have been a better Superman had they maybe allowed him. I feel like they prevented him from doing that the way he is. But I don't know him like that. Just my opinion.
Yeah, because I mean, he's been great in The Witcher.
Yeah, I saw that first episode.
All right, that counts.
Yeah, that counts. But yeah, overall, good start to Doom Patrol, and so we're gonna continue watching Doom Patrol through like the rest of the season since there's 3. I'm excited.
Yeah, and eventually Jaime and I will get into Young Justice.
Yes, next episode
because
maybe.
Jaime didn't have 23 minutes to spare.
I did, but then I started watching.
You'd rather go get drunk.
And then I started watching. I had time this morning too, and I was like, should I watch Justice League? I mean, see, I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. Young Justice. I should have watched it though. What was I watching? I get into watching Dead by Daylight videos a lot because I fucking love that game. I'm so into it, and I just watch other people play, and then try to do what they do, and then it doesn't work. Like what the fuck? Maybe because I'm playing on my Switch. That's what makes me sad.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Shake it. Ding.
All right, well, let's get into some news, shall we?
Yes, news.
All right, Nintendo's most disliked YouTube video ever.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So Metroid Prime Federation Force was the worst trailer for Nintendo until the most recent announcement. The Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack reveal trailer. It contains the pricing details, has over 125,000 dislikes.
Wow. Wait, about Metro Prime?
No. That was the previous worst like video.
And I'm sorry, what did you say was
the Switch Online expansion pack reveal?
Oh, yeah, people are mad about that.
Yeah, well, $50, which brings it up to it's $50 a year.
Yeah,
which is
I'm gonna call bullshit on this though because people play like $80 for fucking Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And $70 for PlayStation.
Yeah, you're right. $75 for Xbox. I think is what I pay.
Yeah.
It was $69.99. Nice.
Anyway, but so I
don't play PlayStation because I never play my PlayStation online.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so it makes sense when you think about what you're getting, except it's kind of not working right now.
Oh,
it seems to be the issue.
No access.
Well, it gives you the access to 2364 and Sega Genesis games. But they're saying that a lot of older games are running really poorly on the system.
Oh, okay.
Sega games actually seem to run fine, but it looks like the actual Nintendo games are having issues.
Oh,
so
that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Nintendo, what the fuck?
Yeah, $50 a year. It's more than double the price of online subscriptions right now.
Yeah.
Of the online subscription they have right now.
Yeah, because it's like $20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think because I paid $20. I think I paid $20 for it. There's a family pack that I can get, but I haven't gotten it. We each pay our separate price for some reason.
Because you guys are loaded like that.
No, stop. They're gonna find me.
Remember the scavenger hunt for Jaime's apartment is still on?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
But yeah, I mean, I think if they start getting these games running fine, then it might be worth the money. Because $50 and have access to that many of their older titles, that seems like a good time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're at least you're gonna get stuff for it. I mean, even if let's say there's 5 games, right, and they each were like $10 a piece, that's $50 right there. Yeah. You know, like, and to be honest, with relaunches and stuff like that, that they do, like the re-releases of games, sometimes they charge you that much, if not 25 bucks.
25.
So I think it's kind of worth it. And like I understand the situation with like with Nintendo doing it now, but PlayStation and Xbox have done it, and I don't feel like they give you as much.
No. I think both of them might give you 2 free games a month.
Yeah, like maybe, and I don't even know how that works because I feel like I see the notifications sometimes, but maybe they don't want me to have it, so I don't see it other times. Yeah, so I think I've gotten like a few games, and I've had it for probably a year now. So yeah, I only got it because I wanted to play Fall Guys, and then I played it like 1 week, and I got the crown one time, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm done.
Wow.
$70 down the hole.
You put this thing somewhere more accessible. Netflix games is also a thing.
No, it's not.
Becoming available for all of its users for no additional pricing.
Oh, okay.
Netflix has released their mobile gaming division with 5 games. Stranger Things 1984, Stranger Things 3, the game, Shooting Hoops, Card Blast, and Teeter Up.
Fun.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this an app?
I think so because I remember seeing it said downloads were available for Android first, but November 3rd it became available for iOS as well.
Okay, so I'll find out how to download it because I see Netflix here, but I don't see anything about Netflix games. It was called Netflix Games?
Yeah, I mean that's what I wrote down at least.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll look for it.
All right, so Netflix Games it's part of your subscription, people. So use it.
Yeah. Is there like another video game thing that you're gonna cover right now?
No.
No. Oh well. Yeah, I just want to add. So recently, Niantic, which is the makers of Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Go. They launched Pikmin Bloom, which is I mean, it's a game. But it's like a walking game, and like you get different Pikmin. I don't think it's gonna do well, to be honest, because it's not like it doesn't have the same effect as Pokemon.
I remember the Pikmin games where you just have a bunch of little
guys that follow you around. Yeah, it's not like
having
that.
kids.
Yeah, or like Gigapets, right? Like those little digital. Yeah, and I think maybe that's why I like those games. Why do I like taking care of random little creature things?
I don't know, and not even real creatures.
Not even real creatures, but maybe that's why
you can feed my Roomba.
Trash. Oh, I bring it over. I'll feed it here. I can clean my living room. No, but it's a fun game on console. Anyway, it's a fun game. But I don't feel like the mobile version is doing the same thing. It's like I noticed that like you kind of hatch or you grow the Pikmin. And it's like you get like 2 of them at first, and then it takes you a while to kind of like unlock other ones. It just based on what I've seen, it didn't capture me. Like it wasn't something I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like obsessed with this. My nephew said he's gonna get into it, so I guess I'll have him send me updates about that if anything.
Cool.
But they also announced that in January of 2022, they're shutting down that Harry Potter game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was still a thing.
It's been a thing, but it's officially getting shut down. I do believe it was at the it was in like in December. You won't be able to download it anymore.
Okay.
And then officially getting shut down in January. So yep.
All right. So download your Harry Potter game, people.
I mean, it's not gonna work anyway after like a month. So I mean, yeah, it's going away. It's going away. So I mean, it didn't seem like it did well. It wasn't Pokemon, and I think Pokemon has Pokemon number 1 behind it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a capture. You go out, you're looking for Pokemon type of thing. That's what you do in the video games, except now in the real world with Pokemon Go. Although Pokemon doesn't do everything right, or the way that I feel like Pokemon Go should do Pokemon. There was some interest, some interesting factors behind it, and something that made it more real life than other things. But how do you realistically? How would you have done that with Harry Potter? Like it's like they could have used like their Fantastic Beasts maybe line and made that like the headline, very similar to Pokemon Go ish, right? And then I'm thinking about Pikmin Bloom. Just so far, again, what I've seen so far, it doesn't seem like it's gonna have that same effect. So we'll see how long that game lasts as well. But that was part of it. Part of the video game news. Oh, we also on the 5th, they finally released the Animal Crossing updates.
Oh, okay.
So there was a lot of good stuff that came into Animal Crossing. Have I played it yet? No.
Oh, that's actually also part of what the expansion pack for the Switch Online gives you.
Oh yeah. Well, it includes.
But, yeah, and although in the article it said it gives you access to the Animal Crossing, but it's better to just buy it separately.
Well, so you don't have to pay the yearly fee thing. Oh, okay.
But what were you saying?
Oh no, well there was a lot of like really good stuff that got added to the game. Like there's a cafe getting added to the museum. Well, okay, that's not necessarily a good thing. I know it sounds really cheesy, and it's cute because this game is a very like time wasty game. Like it's just for you to relax and do things at your pace, right? So it's a cafe where you go have coffee with your friends. You don't have to do it in real life.
Well, you know what? I'm in. If I don't have to hang out with people in real life, I'm down.
But honestly, through the pandemic, my friends and I, we would play Animal Crossing together. We would like Star Watch in the game together. Really cheesy, really cute. Like we would have, they do like meteor showers, and so we would and when you wish
Isn't there a meteor shower coming soon?
To here? I mean, to the real world?
Yeah.
Probably.
I remember seeing something about a meteor shower in this month.
When I went to Arizona many years ago, I saw a meteor shower. It was really cool, especially in Arizona because you get such a bright sky, like a bright stars and stuff like that. That was really cool to see in real life. But you could do it in Animal Crossing as well. Not have to go to Arizona.
Oh no! Apparently there was one in August.
Oh damn!
All right, we missed it.
Damn it, Jose! Should have gave me this news months ago.
Whoops.
No, but one of the my favorite things that came with the update is the fact that you can actually do like plant and harvest like fruits and vegetables and like things like that, like wheat and stuff like that. I like because they had pumpkins and the pumpkins would grow, and then like certain other trees like apple trees, like peach trees, things like that would grow. But to me, there wasn't enough gardening in this game. I wanted there to be more like more farm type of stuff, and they didn't have any of that at first. But we're getting that with the update, so I think that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then the Happy Home Paradise, I think is what you were talking about. That's the paid DLC. The first DLC is free.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Gotcha.
You're getting a bunch of free stuff, and there's a lot more than what I've explained. Like there's more. There's this thing called gyroids that are really cool. They're like little random toys that play music. They're cute. You dig them out of the ground.
Okay.
Type of thing. But the DLC, the paid Happy Home Paradise, is you help create free. So excuse me, you help create vacation homes for other villagers and your villagers if you want to as well. So I call them villagers, but I don't think they're called villagers in the game. Your residents.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever. Anyway, and then you can build so much more. There's gonna be just so much more added to it that I'm excited for. So yeah, Animal Crossing update came out November 5th. That's it for my video games news.
All right, moving on.
What are we moving on to? Oh, news, right?
Well,
still more.
We're still news.
sorry.
Boondock Saints 3 might actually be happening. Did you watch the Boondock Saints movies?
Was it movies?
Yeah.
I saw the animations.
The Boondocks?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking Boondocks. Yeah, you're right. I think I saw the Boondock Saints, the first one.
Yeah, with Norman Reedus and Patrick Flannery, I think. Yeah, Patrick Flannery.
Oh, fucking no. Okay.
No? Oh, with Daryl from The Walking Dead.
I know Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've seen it or not at this point right now.
Okay. Boondock Saints, the first movie is two Irish twin brothers. They end up getting into a bar fight and have like a realization that they need to go out and take out the mafia. So yeah,
okay.
So they end up like it's a cheesy action movie, but with two brothers that just go out and start taking out the mafia. Like I think it starts off with the Russian mob and the Italian mob.
Oh wow!
And it bombed in theaters.
Yeah, it's like a cult classic.
1999, but yeah, it became a cult classic after a while. Over $50 million in home sales.
Yeah.
What do you want? I don't even.
What did he hear?
I don't know, but my phone was just like, hey.
Talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, so $50 million in home sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second one came out years later. It was not good.
No.
Okay. It did not need to happen.
Wow.
But now they're talking about making a third one.
Okay.
It
does not need to happen.
Yeah, it does not need to happen.
Yeah.
But it'll be bringing back Sean Patrick Flannery and Norman Reedus.
Okay. I like Norman Reedus though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Troy Duffy's back to direct it as well. Like it looks like Patrick Flannery and Troy Duffy are writing the script. Mostly because I'm sure they're not working. The second one got a 23% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, jeez. Was that like critics and?
I don't know. I didn't look at. I didn't actually go.
Got you.
Look at it. But I mean, I like the original. The second one was not good. It was not good at all.
Yeah, and you were a fan of like those action movies.
Yeah, anyways. I like action movies.
Yeah.
And some really bad action movies.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed The Last Rambo.
Yeah.
And The Last Rambo was not a good movie. If somebody was like, why did you enjoy it? That movie sucked. I'd be like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I remember I watched that movie after I watched The Joker.
Uh-huh.
And, all right, so I was not a fan of The Joker. The movie, the Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
It was just...
See, the fact that, okay, I'm like, I haven't seen it. To this day, I haven't seen it. And it's like, because it's like, another character that's been overdone. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like so many damn Jokers.
Don't get me wrong, Joaquin Phoenix was great.
Yeah.
But just I don't know. I was bored. It was really boring, and I feel like it was very heavy-handed with the way like it was spoon-feeding the audience. And to me, what I really like about the Joker is that the Joker's always been like everyone's one bad day away from being me. You know, like just being pushed to the edge.
Yeah.
And in this movie, it was like anyone can be me if you don't take your meds.
Oh,
you know, it was more of a mental illness type movie, which I think would have worked better if they hadn't attached the Joker's name to it. Because to me, the Joker is a psychopath. He's not a guy with just like he's just mentally ill.
Yeah,
who hasn't been taking his meds.
Right.
So I think that takes away from the character of the Joker.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But I mean, that's just me. I was not a fan of the movie.
Yeah.
And I watched that Rambo movie afterwards, and I remember thinking. Because people were talking about how violent the Joker movie was, which I didn't. Like there was one scene where it was kind of like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. But it wasn't gruesome. It wasn't violent. Like, but I remember there being reports like people are walking out on the Joker movie because of how violent it is. But there's a part in the Rambo movie where Rambo uses the handle of his knife, not the knife. But the handle to pierce through a guy's collarbone, pulls out that collarbone.
What the fuck?
Right?
Wow.
And I'm just like, whoa.
But nobody thought that was violent.
Yeah, and I was like, this is so cool. I was in.
Was it the realism? Maybe because Joker, I don't know, because I didn't see the Joker, but maybe the Joker scene was more realistic.
It's such a sad movie. It's so heavy.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it then. I don't plan to. It didn't capture me. Well, like just even interest in watching it. So yeah. Crazy.
All right, Angie, this one's for you. Doctor Who. BBC has lost creative control of Doctor Who for season 14 and beyond.
Whoa, was it because it's been so many years?
Well, it looks like they're teaming up with Bad Wolf, and Bad Wolf Productions would be responsible for the creative direction. It was a $60 million deal.
Whoa.
But Bad Wolf would be responsible for the creative direction, while BBC still retains international sales, merchandise, and other ancillary matters.
So, is Bad Wolf like a network out there or something, or how does that work? A production company, Bad Wolf?
Yeah, Bad Wolf is a production company, which was made up of a lot of people that worked on the original, on the 2005 reboot.
Oh, Bad Wolf.
Bad Wolf
was made up of that. BBC was just like what they were using.
Yeah. Well, Doctor Who has been the people in the UK pay a licensing fee.
Okay.
And so Doctor Who is basically funded by this licensing fee.
Oh wow.
So that's one thing that they don't have to worry about, which is advertisement, because these people are paying for the show.
Who are these people? Are they just anybody?
Citizens.
Oh, okay.
Citizens of.
So the citizens want to see this continue, and so that they contribute to that.
Well, no, I think it's just a mandatory fee.
Oh wow!
Like it's a tax.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you get that Doctor Who tax?
Yeah, you get the Doctor Who tax basically.
What the fuck?
But I mean, that thing might be going away.
Maybe because it flies around in a police box. Community. It's a community. It's stupid. I'm sorry. That's like a staple
of British culture.
I fucking understand that. No. Like, do I get universal health care with this? You know, like this?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you do. We're the only country that doesn't do that anyway. Well, not the only, but still.
We're the only superpower.
America.
But yeah, with the return of Russell T Davies and that co-financing deal, no more creative control to the BBC, which is really good because apparently a lot of what they've done, the wokeness of the show, it's just so bad.
Stop.
It's so bad because it's so in your face.
Okay,
it's not.
I understand.
How could they ruin such a good show? It doesn't even make sense.
Look, we're getting an old white man again for you, okay? Fuck, he's coming next. Wait, I don't know. I'm just joking.
No, actually, they said
it is an old white man.
It looks like Russell T Davies wants to bring back a male doctor. That's all I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm good with.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a male. It could be
I'm good
anybody.
with because I don't think men are that good at writing female characters.
So, and by the way, well, no, because I'm watching Capaldi, so no, never mind. I was gonna go on this rant, but
although Stephen Moffat did a great job of writing Missy.
Okay.
So I really like Missy.
But so I'm sorry, but then hire writers who can write for female characters.
Oh yeah,
you know, like hire a female hire a female writer. There were some episodes that I really enjoyed that were by female writers, and I like those more than some of the other stuff that I've seen so far.
Yeah,
you know, in Capaldi's season, but I'm just my
and you're totally right. You can totally do that.
Yeah, so
yeah. Cool. I know that one of the issues I had with the new writers in Whitaker's era is that they don't have any experience writing like sci-fi stuff or like, and it shows. Like you do see the lack of experience.
What did they come from?
Just other TV shows mostly. Some of them don't even have experience in it, and it does feel like they're being hired because they're either women or people of color, and it's like I am at a point where it's just like hire the best person for the job. If they could put out a good story, I really don't.
Well, care. I mean, and it wouldn't. You can find people in those industries as well. You know, people of color, and then women. In every industry, you just got to find the right person. You got to dedicate the time to do it though too, so that you can have, if you want to be able to tell a story about a more diverse doctor, blah 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 or whatever, right? So you could tell those stories, right? But take the time to do it. Don't do it half-assed, because then this is what happens though, and this is the issue that happens, right? They get people who may not have been good for the job, right? Whether they're people of color, women, or white male, whatever, right? They get people who aren't good for the job. And then that's like to me, that's the excuse at a certain point. It's like, well, look, we tried that with all these people, but then again, did you dedicate the time to really find the right people for those shows? You're telling me right now that they hired a bunch of people who weren't even experienced in like sci-fi or even, writing for a woman,
or this show at all,
don't know Doctor Who. Why the fuck would you do that when you had other people that might be able to tell better stories if you dedicated the time? But it becomes a scapegoat to be like, well, now we can go back to, and just my opinion about what possibly the outcome can be is like, oh, well, now we can go back to what we were already doing without this whole quote unquote wokeness being involved, because you guys saw what we did when we tried to involve more people. To me, that's bullshit. Yeah. You just got to dedicate the time to do it and do it right.
Yeah, because you can do it right. Yeah. And I think Doctor Who lends itself to this type of thing.
Yes.
Because the doctor can regenerate.
Yeah.
Because the doctor
can change, become a different person. Yeah.
Yeah, become different person, different gender, different everything.
Yeah. And they're very already fluid in the way they're attracted to other beings in general. Yeah.
And not just that, like when it comes to the companions, it's very easy to expand. But this wasn't done right, because I mean, we've had Martha Jones. We usually have women characters. Like Donna Noble's still one of the best characters in television.
Yes.
And I mean, the Doctor's just. Yeah.
But see, and then why not take why not take a companion, not like literally one of them, right? But like their story.
Yeah.
And make that into a doctor. Like, how difficult is that? If you can write
a great personality, because
what
you mean personality?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because you said their story. I'm like, you can't really take the story because like,
because it's a Time Lord. You're right. But I mean, like, their personality and make them into a doctor.
Yeah.
Like River Song could be a doctor if it wasn't just like a river, like her personality, like the way she is, like already traveling through like space and doing all the stuff that she was doing. Or was she a thief or something? I mean, she had a great personality for it. Just twisted for that. Bill, same thing. She has a great personality for it. I mean, she's a bit different. She's younger, but still, like you could do a doctor like that.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't seem hard.
Right. You're totally right.
Then again, I'm not a writer, so.
But even in these new seasons, it's the companions haven't been great.
Yeah, down. Well, that's an issue with the writer. Well, and we just talked about
and the
the
writers are the issue here. Yeah. And it's not just the writers. It's Whitaker is not that great an actress to be able to carry bad writing.
It's just the wrong people that they got for everything.
It really is. Yeah. Like I'm sure Whitaker is fine in other projects, but it's just she's not that high caliber to carry bad writing.
Gotcha. Good point.
All right. Jim Carrey might be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh, as a villain?
As a villain.
Oh, cool.
So we've mostly seen him as Dr. Robotnik now.
Yes. Yeah.
And it looks like he really just didn't want to do any more sequels. But he did Sonic. Now he's going to do Sonic 2.
Yeah.
And he might be joining the MCU as MODOK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's just going to be his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jim Carrey lends himself to that.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Very expressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems that he will be playing the character in multiple Disney Plus series.
Ooh.
Maybe even appearing in She-Hulk.
Ooh. Exciting.
Yeah.
I like Jim Carrey.
I like Jim Carrey, too. He got a little weird at some point.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing right now. I feel like artists and creative people go through like this time in their lives where
they just want to be deep.
They want to be deep. They want to be like almost like godly. I feel like. I mean, and I'm not saying him. Yeah, I'm not saying like him specifically, but it's like they know more than a lot of people. I'm the first person that comes to mind is Lauryn Hill for me because I like, and it's a music reference, right? Like I like Lauryn Hill as an artist, but then she got into this phase where she was like very preachy about stuff, and and I feel like their art takes them to like it's almost like an ascendant level in their minds. And you can even say Kanye West, you can say like other,
like Lady Gaga. She's being weird.
Lady Gaga.
With, no, like recently with the Gucci movie she's doing.
Oh
yeah, no. She was talking about. She did an interview where she was talking about how, in order to stay in character, she would be that character outside of the movie.
Oh,
and she would go on walks and keep that accent, and she wanted to be referred to as that character's name.
Method acting,
right? Method acting.
Yeah,
and I remember. Oh man, and I don't remember who said this, but I think Dustin Hoffman was like, "Oh, my character was supposed to be tired from the night before.
Yeah.
Like, so I went running the night before and I didn't sleep, so I showed up to set really tired.
Yeah.
And I forgot which actor told him.
Like I've seen. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead. This other actor told him like, you should try acting.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot easier.
Right, acting. Yeah. Pretending. Well, and you can see interviews of people who like they take it. Yeah. Yeah. They take things like way too. They take it. I know
Daniel Day-Lewis does it.
They push it to like a level where they think that they're and I get it. You're trying to stay in character, but it's like you're just being fucking annoying, you know, like at a certain point. And it's kind of with Jim Carrey. Like I want to listen to what he says, but when he gets into this like really kind of like like angry or even
pretentious.
Yeah, like he knows that everybody's an asshole. Like is the way he comes off, you know. And again,
he's not wrong.
I mean, but not everybody's an asshole, you know. Like not. I mean, like everybody's different, you know. Like I get it, but it's like, but and then you talk about an industry that you've been part of, you know. Like on top of that, like your entire career, that's what you do. It's just like I get it. I get it. Cool. You've reached your level, your ascension level, but it's like just consider,
just drop it down a peg, Jim.
just be chill, like. Or we could even talk about like Will Smith and like it's kind of the same thing, like
Scientology.
He's not a Scientologist. Yes, he is.
Will
Smith is not a Scientologist, is he?
Will Smith is a Scientologist.
No, he's not. I don't think he is. So maybe that's why I can't stand him. Tom Cruise, same thing, like. Am I naming only Scientologists, and these people are all?
I feel like we're gonna be taken down by Scientology now.
Okay, but yeah, so it's just maybe that's where the whole ascension level thing comes from. Anyway, but yeah, I mean that's just
yeah. Because I remember Jim Carrey was talking against Kick-Ass 2 because he was against guns, but he's in that movie. And he was just like, I regret doing this movie because I'm really against guns. And it's like, bro, so was your character.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the movie?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, I do like Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Overall, so
Yeah.
I mean, him being
Chill,
Modak
bro.
should be fun.
Yeah.
Letitia Wright was injured during a Black Panther shoot,
Yeah.
causing production to shut down for the week of Thanksgiving and won't resume until early 2022.
She did it on purpose.
Well, I remember there were reports months ago
Yeah.
about her being injured.
Yeah.
And like it just looks like it's coming up now.
Yeah.
Because she was hospitalized, but they haven't said what happened.
Maybe it got more serious afterwards.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And she seems to be okay, but they're letting her recover with delays for the movie.
With the what?
Delays.
Oh, delays. I'm like, with the legs. What the hell?
Well, yeah, they're delaying the movie while she recovers.
Got it.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on that.
All right.
Top 9 most streamed shows of 2021, which I don't understand why they didn't just do the top 10.
It's a good round number.
Right? It's just weird. But starting off at top 9.
Uh-huh.
All right. So do you want to try to take a guess at any of these?
No. I mean, I feel like Tiger King. Well, no, Tiger King was last year, wasn't it?
It was last year, yeah.
Okay.
When the pandemic first started.
Yeah. Number 1 is probably going to be Squid Games.
Close, but no.
Wow,
Well, I mean,
really?
Squid Games is on the list. But
Okay.
Squid Games is at number 2
Okay.
with a 93% at the Metacritic level
cool.
score.
What's number 1?
Do you want me to start number 1?
Oh, well, let's start from the number
All
1. You're right.
right. Number 9, Doom Patrol with a critic score of 97.
On Netflix?
No, it's just streaming.
Oh, streaming. I thought you said Netflix. Sorry.
Nope.
Maybe that's why I said Squid Games. 'Cause I thought Netflix. Just hearing shit.
Yeah, you're just adding shit. Damn it, Jaime. Pay attention.
Wait, hold on. Let me think about the number 1 streaming one then, since it's not just Netflix.
Okay, you're never gonna get number 1.
Okay, let's just go.
I promise you're never gonna
Okay,
get number 1.
number 8. Go.
Number 8, Lucifer, with a critic score of 88. Did you ever watch Lucifer?
I saw some of it. Yeah, it's not mine.
I liked it.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Lucifer with 88% is a critic score.
Mm-hmm.
Only Murders in the Building, which I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
It's got 100% Metacritic score.
Oh, cool. That's the one with Selena Gomez, right?
Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
Yeah, I just remember Selena Gomez because Megan's always like, fuck her for no reason.
The Mandalorian
Okay.
at a 93%.
It was a good show.
You at 92%.
Me?
Yes. Stranger Things at 93%. How's Stranger Things still up here? Because they haven't had a new
season.
Yeah.
I think they had 3 overall.
Yeah.
Was it? It was a good show. I only saw the first season.
Season 3 was not. It was kind of boring at that point.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso at 95%. Also a great show.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso is so
You talked about that.
much fun. Squid Games at 93%. And number 1.
Wow.
Yo, you're going to like this. Titans.
What the fuck? Why?
Titans is the most streamed show of 2021.
Okay. You could say it's the most streamed. I'm okay with that. Is it good? No.
Oh, it's got the lowest score on here, but it's
Oh.
still at 86%.
That's bullshit. I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Honestly, I give it like a 60.
70?
No,
And
you're being
being
generous.
generous?
I know you're being generous by saying 70. I feel like 60 I'm being generous with. It's a bad show. I don't care what number 1 spot's in. I mean, but then again, like it's the most stream. I can understand that. That's different than good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Squid Games was really good though.
Squid
I give that
Games
one a
was
lot of
really
credit.
good.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you seemed a little hesitant about it. I remember. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember
'Cause I'm
bringing it up
racist.
outside
No.
of the show, and Adolfo was just like, "Yeah, it's really good." And
He
you're
saw
like,
it, yeah.
and you're like, Psh,
No,
Squid Games.
No, look, it's just it's redundant. You know, like it was a good. It was, you know, what I actually liked about this season though is that it had a season ending. You know, I feel like other stuff that I've seen, Korean Slaughterfest movies, they have like they have too many like cliffhangers or too many waiting for the next season.
Okay.
I talked about Alice in Borderland, which was left on a kind of like okay, like we don't know what's going on. Whereas at least Squid Game ended, and we're gonna see what happens if there's a second season. And I hope that's it. We don't need more than 2 seasons, in my opinion, right? Now in regards to but this again, it's just to me, it's like a recipe that they know. And that's what they're gonna do in different flavors a little bit. You know, add a little sprinkle of this here and there.
I don't know, man. They gave a main character anime hair now, so
It was, but that made no fucking sense. By the way, I don't get it. I didn't get that ending to Squid Games.
What did you get?
Huh?
What didn't you get?
What, that he just like dyed his hair red?
Oh.
Like, what was the point of that?
Because it looks cool.
Okay.
You don't know.
It looked really bad
It
afterwards.
looked really bad.
It looked really bad.
Because he looks a lot older, and like with the red hair, just does.
It's weird. I don't get it. Okay, if the hair's gonna make sense, is he gonna become like a superhero next season? Then okay.
It's how they get McDonald's to sponsor.
But I mean, overall, it was a really good show. I like that one, but it's just, to me, it's been done. You know.
Yeah.
At least it had an ending. Hi.
Will Smith has a Christian upbringing, and he admits to that. Jada Pinkett Smith says she studied Scientology but is not involved.
So they're not Scientologists.
It's not clear.
Oh.
But they have
So they're Scientologists.
But they have sent their kids to school, which is believed to be Scientology.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the Smiths might be Scientologists.
Yeah. Well, and they talk about like whatever that they, put out into the universe is what they get. I'm like, yeah, you have money though. So,
Yeah,
like,
it's a little easier to put stuff out.
yeah, like I wish I could be like, I want to manifest, this, I don't know, some fancy fucking car. I don't know cars. I'm going to manifest this one today, but I also don't have the millions of dollars that they have to manifest or my parents have to give me.
Did you hear about the lady that just traded up into her dream house?
I've heard about that. Yeah.
She started off with like a bobby pin or something.
Yeah.
We just started trading.
Yeah. I've heard about that. I want to try that.
bartering at its best.
Yeah. I mean, but also I think it starts within your immediate group though too, right? Like if I had a buck, and or if I had like a pin and I was like, hey, Lawful, can I sell you this for $1? Cool, yeah, he'll give me $1, right? And then or trade me this, your pin. It's gonna be the immediate group first, and then just kind of expand from there. When social media picks up on it and everything like that too.
Yeah, so. And then somebody's just like, oh, that'll be funny. Let me trade my house for this.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they're sitting there with their Game Boy, going, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah. Now, if anybody ever wants to give me a house, I'll take it. Don't worry. I mean, you don't even have to trade me for anything. I'll just take a house.
Damn, so you're not gonna give them anything for it?
A hug.
A mouth hug.
Thank you. What the fuck? On your dick.
That escalated quickly.
What the fuck just fell out there? Do you see that white thing, or am I tripping? Is that a ghost? Something fell from...
Can't have a window for you.
I know, it's so distracting. It was a ghost. It fell, and it can't get it back up. All right, so next.
All right, moving on. Oh, do you have any news, Sad?
On Disney Plus, they've added Jingle All the Way.
Get down.
I'm so excited to watch it because I told you guys
you're a huge Turbo Man fan.
Sure. I don't know why I really enjoy that movie. It's so stupid.
It's such a bad movie.
It's such a bad movie, but I like Turbo Man. I do like Turbo Man, the character. I like the his mascot, that pink saber-tooth tiger thing. I don't know what it was. What was it?
I don't know.
It was pink, right? I'm not tripping.
I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years.
I want those toys. I wanted those toys. But they've added it to Disney Plus, so I'm gonna watch it. I think that's all the news that I have. Yeah, that's it. Can't think of any of the news. And now we're jumping into the feature. So spoilers ahead, guys, as we like to remind you. Spoilers for The Eternals.
Yes, a movie that was banned in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Kuwait.
Why?
Guess why?
Because of
just take a wild guess. Why would this movie be banned in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, because of the women leads?
No.
Oh. I don't know, then just explain, goddammit.
Because of the gays, Jaime.
Oh, that's right.
Because
I'm sorry, I
of the
forgot.
gays.
Yeah, you're right.
There is a gay kiss. There's a homosexual kiss in this movie.
Oh no, how tragic. It was a peck. Oh my god.
No, it was passionate. It was passionate peck.
You know what? It was a passionate peck. You're right. I don't know. We can't allow this in movies anymore.
You should name that the episode.
It was a passionate
peck.
I like that. That's a good episode name. Write that down. Yes. Okay. So I just want to jump into just saying that I thought that this was a good movie. And I would say a really good movie as opposed to like a great or amazing movie. It was a good movie. To me, it was a good movie. because of a lot of different things. It did feel like I told Rodolfo, it felt like a bridge between what's been happening and what's gonna happen in the MCU. So overall, I just thought it was a good movie. I don't have complaints per se about the movie, but then again, I'm woke. So, because I do have to point out the cast was really diverse, very, very, it was diverse. Cersei, Ajak. We had Angelina Jolie, in the movie. There was a lot. We had gay people in the movie, a gay black guy in the movie.
I wonder if he's really gay.
That's a good question. I was gonna look that up, and I forgot to look it up myself. But he is
Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah. So double Googles here. No, but overall, I do have questions, like, for sure. But overall, I thought it was a good movie, and it felt like an epic movie without being too overdone. And just overall, I enjoyed it myself. I'm probably gonna go watch it a second time. What did you think? Let me get your opinion about how you felt about this movie.
How long was the movie?
2 hours and 37 minutes.
I was really bored for about an hour and a half.
Really?
Maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
I did not like. I didn't hate it. So I will say this: I didn't hate it. I was expecting to hate it because of how people have spoken about it.
The critical reviews. Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It felt rushed. I would have liked it a lot more if this movie took place in the past, and instead of getting all the flashbacks back to the cooler stuff that we could have spent the whole entire story on. Like, it would have been really cool to have seen them in Babylon, protecting, like getting these walls built to protect against the deviants.
Got you.
Instead of just flashback to that time. It felt like a Family Guy episode.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like that time we're in Babylon, and then you just flash back to Babylon for 2-3 minutes. And then we're back in the future. Like, you were trying. I feel like they were trying to tell too many stories in one go.
Yeah.
Because for instance, in Avengers, we got everybody. By the time they had that ensemble cast, everybody was already introduced. You already knew everybody's
the
story.
Backstories, yeah.
As opposed to this, where they're trying to give you an Avengers movie at the same time that they're giving you this build-up. And I felt like you could have done it.
Yeah.
But they really fast forwarded 5,000 years of this.
Yeah.
And I think it would have served the story a lot better, even if you would have seen them in Egypt, with just fighting off the deviants a little more.
Yeah.
And the second one, you bring him into modern society.
Yeah.
The story just felt rushed to me. Like I said, there was. I also didn't enjoy. Okay, so it starts off with that little book prologue where you have to read.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then later on later on they explain everything that you've read in that book thing. So it's like, what's the point of that? Like, you made me read. What the hell?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
I got you. Yeah.
I think that had they done it that way, where you build the character, like, not even build the characters, but just tell one story of them in the past, it would have felt Icarus's betrayal would have felt a little heavier.
That makes sense.
Like, you would have been like, oh man, that sucks. I really like that character.
Yeah.
Rather than getting maybe 30 minutes of him, if that.
Yeah.
It felt rushed.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that, and even for like a 2 hour and 37 minute movie, it did feel a little rushed. There was a lot added to it. I feel like, if you're right, what they could have done is they could have just moved through time with them more fluidly, as opposed to jumping back and forth. Because if they had just moved through time forward, as opposed to going to the future, going to the past, going to the future, going to the past, then it would have been, like you said, easier to kind of attach yourself to that. To the characters, to the situation, to the story moving forward, right? Like, it would have felt like they were Eternals, because you would have just seen them moving through every single time in a more forward moving direction as opposed to just jumping back and forth between.
Yeah. So I think all of the characters were really interesting, like really interesting.
Yeah.
I love the Bollywood scene. The
Yeah.
Bollywood scene was hands down the best scene in the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
Camille Nanjiani is just—he's so charming. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cannot remember his friend's name. The one with the camera.
Yeah, I forgot his name
It
too.
started with an H. But he was so funny, and even at the end when he gives his final goodbye to the team, like that was really, it was heartfelt. You
felt the emotion right there in that moment. Yep, definitely
and
that.
It was so well done.
Yeah.
Karun, his name was Karun.
Yeah, H. You're right.
Oh, his real name is Harish Patel.
I got you. Wait, that wasn't his name in the movie?
That's what I thought his name was.
Wait, was that in this movie? Because he said his name was Patel.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look here,
that's
it shows
maybe his name was Karun Patel in the movie.
Maybe
I remember them saying Patel. In the movie.
I remember him saying Patel as well.
Yeah.
Also, that might be racist because
no, they said it though.
I know.
Although it might be racist, you're right.
But his final, like when he said goodbye to the team, like it was heartfelt.
Yeah.
And I think he was a really good character to connect with.
Yeah.
And he was also really funny. He just had so many cameras on him.
Yeah. It was funny because it was like almost like a vampire's familiar.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
dude, watch that goddamn show.
No, fuck that show. No, I'm just kidding. I'll watch it someday.
And this was the issue I had with the movie. Such a great cast that we didn't get enough time with. Don Lee as Gilgamesh. I would love to have seen more of him. I really like that guy. That actor, I really enjoy him.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have seen more of him. Yeah. I would have liked to have seen more of Brian Tyree Henry because I really like Brian Tyree Henry.
Right.
I really like Camille Nanjiani. I had no idea who Barry Kogan Druid is, but I really enjoyed him in the movie.
Yeah.
I liked all of
Makari,
these characters.
by the way. I really like Makari's character. Badass.
I've been crushing on her since The Walking Dead.
Oh, was she in Walking? She's deaf in Walking Dead as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
because
I mean she's deaf in real life,
she's
right?
Deaf in real life.
Jaime. Anyway,
she's a really good actress.
And I'm just trying to think because I don't think I remember seeing her in The Walking Dead. I probably fell off at that point.
Because she's in the newer.
Oh, okay.
Like the last 2 seasons. I believe.
Got you. No, I don't know why the fuck I forgot. Yeah, she's a deaf actress. Right?
But I've been crushing on her for the longest.
Cool.
And I would have loved to have seen more of her. She was so fun whenever she was on screen.
Yeah.
Marvel already did a better job with a better Flash than DC.
Absolutely. And by the way, this was a huge slap to DC's face. I felt like with the whole kind of almost like Superman reference number 1, right? And then him being taken out essentially by Flash. And then it was just really cool to kind of see like the team up against Icarus in it. Especially because it seemed like a Superman reference, like laser eyes flying.
Well, they call him Superman.
They actually say Superman in the movie, right?
But that just needs to be the thing. Because they also make a Batman reference at one point.
Oh, did they? I don't remember.
Yeah, like this is something about Batman. And I'm just like, wait, do DC Comics exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Apparently they do.
Like who's reading these books on made up heroes when you have these real heroes running around?
Yeah, there was and there's no it was just it was an interesting reference, and I felt like they did it just to kind of be like haha DC type of thing. Yeah,
but also like let's not forget Gemma Chan. Gemma Chan was amazing as Cersei.
She was.
Do you know she was in Captain Marvel? I had no idea.
Captain Marvel. I'm trying to picture her as what she
was. She was a sniper. She was blue. So
that was her?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh. She was also in Crazy Rich Asians?
She was in Crazy Rich Asians.
Are you sure she was in Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Oh, they did say that. You're right, because I'm remembering that, like, she's playing the same person. She doesn't look the same at all.
No, she's not playing the same character.
No, I know that. No, I meant like
because
facially, even though she's a different color. Yeah, even though she's blue, she doesn't look like Cersei.
Yeah.
Not being blue. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I meant.
But Angelina Jolie was great.
Yeah,
and all these characters were great, and we didn't get enough of them.
I think it's just too much, though. Like if you think about it, because you would have to build a whole nother like series of movies to try to make them all to build them up that
I agree,
much. You know?
Well, here's the thing: had they changed it to where they weren't trying to tell you 2 different stories at once. Mm-hmm. it would have made more sense.
Yeah, like just a fluid story, like I said, from the past to the future. Okay.
That would you could have gotten more time with the character, or just had, and like I said, all of these characters are so likable. Sprite was so fun to watch too.
Yeah.
Like she was so cool.
Yeah.
You didn't like her?
Well, there was something about her. She seemed like a little angry teenager, which is again what she was. Yeah, which is what she was. I get it, right? But it just got it just and then obviously she kind of betrayed them too, like towards the end, you know, as well. She was cool. I feel, but you're right though. I feel like they could have told us more about who she was, because she was even like a Loki, like to be like a Loki reference as well, you know.
Yeah, Ajax was barely in the movie.
Yeah, and that was one of the disappointing things was Ajax. By the way, she played it. Salma Hayek played it great. You know, like
her 10 minutes in the movie.
yeah, and she did seem like she was going to be more important. So I was a little upset that they kind of you know, take her out the movie almost like instantly. Like she wasn't in the, you know, she wasn't part of the team. But I do feel like the fact that she was able to portray the character, you know. It was great. Like I liked her a lot. I liked the character, even though she was in the movie very little. I do have to say about Angelina Jolie, I'm not used to seeing her as not the star, but I did think that this was great for her to kind of be like a background or like a supporting, you know, character as opposed to like a lead, you know, because we did get to see Cersei's come to the front, you know, like become that leader, you know, on her own, you know, kind of grow into that leader, as opposed to having like Angelina Jolie just already be like a leader or becoming that person, which would have been a cliche. We got to see Cersei kind of develop and become that actress. I mean, become that leader of the team. So although we lost Ajax, I did like that we got to build up Cersei. Yeah. Kind of from being timid, from being like kind of love struck across 5,000 years, to then becoming the leader of the Eternals.
But again, you try to do it all in one movie instead of letting it spread out, giving us Ajax in one movie as a leader, and then making it making her death mean something to us, as opposed to here's Ajax, and there goes Ajax. So, like I said, it was rushed. I mean, them taking out Gilgamesh. Yeah, and like I said, I really like. I like Gilgamesh too. I wanted to see more of him.
Right. I like the relationship that him and Athena had. Yeah, and then like you said, the Druid and Makari relationship that they kind of had as well. They were pretty interesting relationships that we could. You're right. We could have built on a little bit more for sure.
Yeah, so overall, it wasn't a bad movie. No, it wasn't a bad movie at all. Yeah. It sucks that they might not do a second one.
Why?
I forgot who was talking about like there is no need for a second one. Like they might, but it was some guy at Marvel was saying, "Well, there's no need for a second Eternals movie," and I think it's because of the critic reaction to it.
Oh, well, that's fucked up though. Like in my opinion, like
because
just cut it, kind of a franchise or a storyline, kind of just lose it. You know? Yeah, we're not gonna get to see what happened to them. You know, when they got taken away. Well, because
we might see what happens in other movies. Like they might do that. That way. But because the way it ends with Harry Styles, I've never listened to One Direction. I have no idea what any of their songs are.
I didn't even know he was in One Direction.
But Harry Styles just like from everything I've seen him, like interviews and stuff, he just seems like a very charming individual. Yeah. Like he seems like a lovely human being. Yeah. And even seeing him as Arrows in this, Star Fox, like it. I was down for it.
Yeah, I honestly though, like for a second, I thought that like it was too like on the nose for like Shazam almost, because it looked like Shazam to me. I thought that was Shazam for a second. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense in my head, you know. But yeah, it's cool. We got a whole different possible storyline to go with as well. Yeah. You know, I do have to say I like the movie. I did enjoy it. The time skips could have been kind of smooth. You know, it could have been more smooth. There could have been more attachment to some of the characters that we did lose, and stuff like that. I do feel like the critics saying what like they you know, people have said that a lot of what I've heard too and read, some like the like the comments and the reviews in regards to, they're like, oh, this is just exactly what's wrong with movies, like too much of the woke culture going on, and I'm like, what was really woke about it? That
See,
it was a
I didn't
female
see
lead.
that. Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't feel it at all. See,
Yeah.
and this is what I mean, like
Yeah.
with the problem I have with Doctor Who being woke, as
Yeah.
opposed to this movie, quote unquote,
Yeah,
being woke.
it wasn't
This
thrown in
movie,
your face,
Yeah, it was a story about characters.
Yeah.
And these characters just happen to be this race, this
Yeah.
sexuality,
'Cause
and
people
it's- and
like
it's
that
not- yeah.
exists.
And it's not overt, like the scene with Fastos and his husband, like
Yeah.
that did not feel out of place.
No, yeah.
it worked.
And you know
in
what's
the situation
crazy
it was
is
in.
like guys actually do kiss. What? Like that's a real thing. You know, in fact, other things.
That's not true.
He is gay, man.
Oh, he is gay. In
Oh,
real
he is
life.
gay.
Yeah, which is great. Great.
Yeah, and
You
I
know?
love Brian Tyree Henry. Like I love him.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys need to watch
Yeah.
Atlanta too. He's so great in
You
that.
have. Yeah, you told me about Atlanta.
Oh, they just dropped a trailer which I haven't seen,
Oh.
and I've been wanting to watch it.
But what I was saying in regards to the reviews is that like they are bombarding this film with how like woke the culture is in this film, and it's like no, it was none of that. And like you're saying, I didn't go into this. I went into this movie thinking that I hope it doesn't suck, but like apparently it's gonna suck, right? It didn't suck. It wasn't as terrible. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad movie. To me it was a good movie. Like to be honest, I'd give it like a 8. That's what I would say about
Yeah,
it.
maybe
Maybe
to me, Thor and Thor: The Dark World are still at the bottom of the barrel, and Age of Ultron. I
Yeah.
really disliked Age of Ultron.
You really
Avengers
did.
2,
You really
I
did. I
really
know
do
you
not
said
like
it.
that movie.
Well, and again, I don't think this was a bad movie, but I do feel like that's where like it kind of like it's being thrown into this idea that it's something that it's not. You know, that it's just what it's just doing is just bringing people. A diverse group of people into a movie, and people have an issue with that, and I don't understand that.
See,
I don't understand that issue.
So here's the thing. I made sure, like, I did not watch any of the interviews on this movie. I
neither
watched
did I.
one trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I didn't see anything about anybody talking about the movie. I went in. I watched the movie. I really enjoyed it, and then afterwards, I started like, you know, okay, like what do people think about? And then everyone's, oh, such a diverse cast. And I was like, I didn't even notice that. Like, yeah, good on you, right? But
Yeah.
then, so I clicked on one of these review, like, oh, why Eternals failed, right? So I clicked on it because I wanted to see what they were saying, and it happened to be Nerdrotic, and I hadn't noticed, and I hate that guy. Fucking hate Nerdrotic.
I don't know who he is.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hate him. And like I saw him, like I saw it was him, and I was like, "Fuck." All right, let's see what you have to say. And like he starts talking about like why the woke culture is ruining things, right? And then he says this. I have not seen the movie yet.
Such bullshit.
Click. Like, I clicked out.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's such
fuck you, dude. Like,
a lot of the reviews, if you go onto Rotten Tomatoes, exact same thing. Like, how the fuck have you guys seen this movie if it's not even out yet? You know, like, I mean, I guess some people get early screenings, but that's exactly the issue. It's like it's already been thrown into this hole, and this is so. It's like it goes both ways, right? Like, there's the they say that like woke culture is bad. But it's also like people who are against woke culture who are making it like even a bigger issue where now it's like this movie can't be good because we have such a diverse group of people, and that's the only thing that we're assuming about it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's already a bad movie because there's a bunch of like the director was she won like an award and
Chloe Zhao.
Yeah, and they were saying that like, well, no, like that's already an issue, you know.
I did really like the because we talked about this that she didn't want to do the green screen stuff.
Yeah.
So
it was good to see.
it was really good to
locations.
see the real cool.
Yeah. And it was, dude. There was a lot of value to this movie. I felt, you know, that, and I do personally. I like diversity in movies. Now, like you said, it doesn't have to be thrown in your face. People could just be people. Ajax was just the leader of the group, you know,
Originally a male character also.
And I heard about that, and I actually, it's funny because I've seen a few interviews on TikTok about her talking about her playing Ajax, who was supposed to be a male character. I think is she Latina and Arab? I swear she said something like that, but maybe I misheard her.
I didn't know she was any Arab part.
Oh, well, I know she's Latina, at least. I thought I heard Arab, but maybe I misheard her in that. But the fact that she was playing that character and she was the leader of the group and she was able to kind of represent her culture in that moment as just, you know, as Ajax, like to her was really impactful. And I thought that's a really good point. Like, it's good to see a Latino hero, a Latina hero, a Latinx hero, you know, and you know, unfortunately we did lose her, but it was a good intro to like that character, right?
Yeah, all I see is she's from Coatzacoalcos, Mexico.
Okay, so she's Mexican.
She's Lebanese Mexican.
Okay, maybe Lebanese.
Lebanese?
Yeah. Oh, see, so she is. So she's mixed. You know, on top of that, overall, like I liked it. You know, the action scenes are pretty good too. I like their powers were kind of. You know what I honestly thought though? I thought that when the whole, you know, they like towards the end when they became like they did the whole unity thing, like where they connected to each other to be able to
very Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I thought that they were just gonna fuse and become like one character.
Power Rangers.
Not like that. No, but like, well, they're all not like human. Yeah. Eternals aren't even like a species. They're organic. Like robots. Yeah, they're like robots, right?
Androids.
Okay, so androids, robots. Anyway,
but there is a difference.
Bitch, don't get
and cyborgs.
Man, fuck you. No.
He's angry.
No. Well, I thought that they were gonna become one character, which to me, like, damn, she would have had like all these powers. Like, I thought Cersei would have just became the, it was just a thought. Because I know nothing about the Eternals again, you know. So I thought that's what it was gonna lead into. Was like we're gonna introduce like this one prime character, that was gonna move forward in the MCU type of thing.
Oh, okay.
That was just my thought about it. But a lot of the action scene, where was I going with that? Yeah, a lot of the action scene was great. Their powers were really interesting and fun to look at. We talked about the Makari scene when she's going up against Icarus, fucking him up. Like it was such a badass scene. And you're right, it was a crazy Flash scene.
Dude, what? So I really don't like the fact that Ezra Miller can't pretend to run. Like, have you seen him run? The way he flails his arms and legs, like he looks. He just makes me think of Woody in slow motion.
I almost bought the Lego set of the Eternals.
I saw that.
I would have bought it if it had all 10 of the Eternals in it. I would have bought the set, but I didn't buy it.
I'm guessing it didn't have all 10 of the Eternals.
It only had 6 of them. Oh. And then the other ones are like scattered through like other little sets that are like anywhere from like, so that one is already like an $80 set. Jesus. I know. I almost bought that shit though, right? But then like the other ones are scattered in like the $10 one, the $29 one, and then like the $50 one. I'm like, fuck you guys. Just to get like the 4 extra characters. I even tried like Googling the Legos to see if they sold the individuals by this, because I would have just bought the 4 plus the set. So yeah, Lego didn't want me to buy them. They didn't want me to have them.
They just wanted you to spend more money.
Yeah, well, yeah, to spend. Oh my god, that's a crazy amount of money. Phastos. Okay. Also, Phastos fighting with Makari, or it was Thena, Phastos, Makari versus Icarus, right?
Mm-hmm. So wait, was Thena?
Yeah, she was fighting.
Because I remember Thena was fighting the Deviant.
Yeah, well, so so before that.
Also, hold on.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Did you know that Bill Skarsgård was a Deviant?
Who?
Bill Skarsgård.
I don't know who that is.
Pennywise.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm just looking at it right now. Like I saw him in the credits. I see him in the credits here. I'm like, who the fuck did he play? But
he does. He kind of does look like the Deviant now. I think.
Yeah,
and he does look like it.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Like,
no, it's cool.
Fun fact. All right, so yeah, I thought Thena was fighting the Deviant. I don't remember her fighting.
No, the 3 of them did fight Icarus at one point, and then that's when I think she got thrown into like the fight versus the Deviant at a certain point. I think, but from what I recall, I've only seen it once so far. But Phastos. Hey, so did Phastos create the 10 rings?
Wait, did he?
Because didn't those things that he was like using seem like the 10 rings to you?
No,
they didn't seem like the 10. So you're telling me that those things that he was launching that were gone. So the 10 rings?
But I didn't even. No, I didn't connect that. But
because even the way he was like launching them were like the 10 rings. It reminded me of the 10 rings. I'm just going based on, because I don't know anything about these characters.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think so, because this is happening either in conjunction with
I get what you're saying.
Shang-Chi or after.
Yeah. It just they look like the 10 rings. So maybe he could have created them though and like left them in the past.
Maybe he got a second set. Who knows?
Yeah, made a new set. He's a technology guy.
Yeah.
Right? I was just curious about that. It seemed like the 10 rings. It kind of reminded me of the 10 rings. I did like the action scenes. I didn't quite get what happened with the Deviants. Like, why didn't they continue evolving? Or I mean, I thought, and this is also another thing that I thought where it was gonna go is I thought they were gonna like most of them were going to be killed off, unfortunately. Most of the Eternals were going to get killed off because that's how like the Deviant would evolve even more. Instead, he just killed Ajak and Ajak died, and then Gilgamesh died, and he became like a person just from absorbing Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of like killed him, the Deviant.
Yeah.
So what was the point?
To kill off Gilgamesh and
just the two of them. That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I guess I wanted more of the Deviants as well. Just to understand more, I guess. Of the Deviants. Yeah. And then so.
I think we're doing the same thing that the movie did.
Or we're extending it.
No, and we're completely forgetting Kit Harington.
Kit Harington.
Jon Snow.
Oh, I'm like, who's that? Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they did make it seem like he was going to be more important, and he really wasn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, he plays the Black Knight.
Yeah,
that just never happened.
But this was just kind of what did you say? Post credits?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the only thing.
Like he got the sword at the end.
Yeah.
But he did nothing in the movie.
He did nothing in the movie. He was just Cersei's love interest, and that's it. Yeah.
He was charming
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Like just a few times he was on there, just asking questions.
Yeah, I mean, but then think about the development of the. You're already saying that we have issues with 10 characters.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
So one more character would have been.
But we didn't need him in the movie at all.
Yeah. Well,
but although I'm not mad that they put him in the movie.
Yeah,
because
at least they introduced him now, right?
Yeah.
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 So who was the person that spoke to Black Knight at the end?
I have no idea. I was thinking it was Samuel Jackson, but
that's who I heard. I heard Nick Fury. So I've heard that was my thought, but it didn't. I guess it could have just showed Nick Fury, but they didn't. People are saying Blade, but I didn't quite get why people are saying Blade.
I did not hear Blade at all.
I mean, and then okay,
and
the thing about
does
that,
have a pretty distinct voice. Mahershala.
So the guy who's Blade,
Mahershala
right?
Ali,
Okay.
Yeah.
That said, like how can you just how can you just assume that like it's Blade? Like just like to me, because he and Adolfo even said that it sounded like Doctor Strange to him, which to me, yeah. And so it could, because to be honest, it sounded like Samuel L. Jackson to me. It sounded like Doctor Strange to him. It was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, how can you just assume that's Blade? Like there's like so many different variations. Although they did say that the director explained that it is Blade, but I'm like,
what?
Why wouldn't you just show Blade then if she was just gonna say it is Blade?
Yeah.
What's her name again? Sorry.
Chloe Zhao.
Chloe.
ZHAO.
Somehow I clicked the thing beneath it. Oh, okay. Blade. I did hear a reference that supposedly she said that Eternals, whose voice was the one at the end.
Yeah, I'm like, why would it be Blade? Like there were no vampires in this movie. There was. I don't think the Black Knight fights vampires at any point in time.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I've just heard.
He's just gonna read for us now.
The whole thing. Well, but that's just what I heard. I don't know for sure, like if that's what she said. A lot of people are saying Blade, but I just didn't get why Blade would be the person that you would.
Yeah, Zhao confirms to fandom the voice belongs to none other than Blade, who is coming to the MCU, played by Mahershala Ali.
Okay, so again, that said, why not just show Blade then? Why not just show him? Because then you would be like, oh shit, it's Blade, like as opposed to trying to like Doctor Strange or Wesley Snipes. Damn. Well, because we're talking about Blade. That's my first thought. Or Nick Fury,
But yeah, Mahershala Ali's is providing a voice. Yeah, I mean,
but not a look.
Yeah,
maybe it's also just to throw us off. Because they do that a lot in MCU.
Yeah, who knows? But it says Blade.
Yeah.
So we got our first look at Blade.
our first listen to Blade. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see.
I don't understand why, but
yeah,
fuck it. I mean, cool.
Yeah. So, and then one last thing that I could just kind of say about this, the ending of this movie. why do you think that? Do you feel like this is gonna be like a way of introducing like a bigger force that comes down?
Yes.
Because I was thinking Galactus, but I mean that's just because that's the first thing that I thought when he took them.
I know that Galactus was. I remember seeing something about Galactus. The reason why Galactus devours universes is to kind of keep the celestial population in check. So with there now being a celestial halfway outside of Earth, who's technically still alive, right? Because they didn't kill him.
Yeah,
they just froze him.
He became something else. Yeah.
So I mean, technically, that he could hatch at any minute now.
Yeah, and then but also the celestial that sent the Eternals to the Earth was like, hey, I'm gonna take you guys so that I can see. Arishem. I couldn't remember his name, to be honest. He was like, well, let me see on your memories if these people deserve to like continue to live, right? And then he took them away, like took the Eternals, where like some of them had already left. The Eternals, these 3 Eternals were taken by Arishem. Okay, were taken by him, and so to me that was like, okay, then maybe he's gonna be like, nah, these people don't deserve to live, and we're gonna send Silver Surfer, and then send Galactus is what I'm thinking in my head for the future. But that's the only thing I could pull from it based on what I know about the.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do the next big bad. I mean, we've all been thinking it's Kang.
Yeah.
But they might just pull the rug and pull a bigger villain out.
Yeah. I mean, they made reference in what do you call it? What If to Galactus as like the Ultron Vision. And so maybe this just kind of another way of referencing him. Maybe Kang is a Galactus somewhere. Too. So we'll see. But I just want to say overall, like, I like the movie. I did like the locations. I like the action. I do understand the pace of the movie and the structure of it. Could have been better. But it's just kind of some of the things that we suffer through when we have a huge cast as well.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Like, I would have liked to have seen more of them. I thought the story was a little rushed.
Yeah.
Overall, I would totally watch it again.
Cool. Did it hit your G spot?
It was. It got it in.
For me, it was a good time.
Yeah. I didn't finish, but I enjoyed it.
I think I had a pretty good time.
No. Yeah, I got a bit of blue balls after this.
Well, there you go. That's probably what they wanted you to have. So G spot almost hit.
Yeah, it got it in.
It was fun.
Yeah,
cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see a second one, but I just would like to see more of these characters. That's what it is. Like, I think that everybody portrayed their characters so well that I just wanted to see more and more of them.
It could have been a Disney Plus series.
Yeah. And I do think like Kumail Nanjiani's power was just so cheesy, like him just doing the finger gun. Well, the whole time, and all I could think every time he was like pew pew.
Yeah.
Like every time he was just using his finger guns, like all I'm thinking is pew pew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it was almost like Gilgamesh's power too, though. It was just like he just hit harder because he did his thing. Thina made weapons, out of
the energy weapons.
Yeah. So I mean, they were almost.
I get it, but just to me, it was funny because he was just doing the finger guns, like holding his hand like we used to do when we were kids.
Pew.
Yeah.
Right. Zap. Yeah.
All right, so take us home, Jaime.
Yes, and we are gonna be calling this the Pokemon of the Geek. By the way, Adolfo came up with that.
I just think Jaime's Pokedex works.
No, that's weird. It's not my Pokedex.
But I mean, just like in the games, the Pokedex doesn't have all of the entries until you scan one.
Okay, you make a point.
I usually do.
A point. I didn't say it was a good one. I just said it's a point.
You know what? That's how it starts.
Wow. So this one is still kind of in honor of, I guess, the season that we just passed through, the Halloween season as well. Maybe Dia de los Muertos.
Because there's no Thanksgiving Pokemon.
Because there's no Thanksgiving Pokemon. We're not there yet either way. We're not quite at Thanksgiving. It is a month. Well, it's an October thing. I mean, November thing. It's October thing. Okay. Well, this Pokemon it actually comes from the same generation as the last one. So, it's called Phantom is the name of the Pokemon, and I'll have to show you a picture. In fact, I'll try to show you that now. But It did create it with Pumpkaboo.
Okay.
It came out the same season, the same series as Pumpkaboo.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's called Phantom. It's the stump Pokemon. I'm going to talk about the pre-evolution first,
Okay.
so the baby version. But it is a ghost and grass type, so similar to Pumpkaboo. Again, it was introduced in Generation 6 with X and Y. And this one, there's again, I'm going to go through the Pokedex entries. I forget. I don't know why I explained it. Okay. So in Pokemon Moon, it says, according to legend, medicine to cure any illness can be made by plucking the green leaves on its head, brewing them and boiling down the liquid. So the little leaves that it has on its stumps is on its
Yes.
wood can be used to make oil. So it's cute, right?
He has
It's still
leafy
cute.
wood.
Yeah, he has. That does not sound good at all. But it's a little ghostly guy, you know. In Pokemon X, these Pokemon are created when spirits possess rotten tree stumps. They prefer to live in abandoned forests. So,
How many forests are populated?
that's a good question. Maybe in the Pokemon world, they're populated. It is very attached to nature in the Pokemon world, so
All right.
maybe. You do find little houses in forests in Pokemon. I can remember that.
Okay.
In Pokemon Sun, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by spirits of children who died in the forest. Their cries sound like eerie screams.
That is terrifying.
Imagine.
I'd rather not.
Imagine.
I'm already not a fan of kids.
Pokemon Sword. After a lost child perished in the forest, their spirit possessed a tree stump, causing the spirit's rebirth as this Pokemon. And then the last creepy entry for Phantom in Pokemon Shield, with a voice like a human child's, it cries out to lure adults deep into the forest, getting them lost among the trees.
Yeah. Fuck them kids.
That's so. If you ever hear kids in the forest, just don't follow. Even if you see these motherfuckers, just keep walking.
Good.
So now, Phantom does have an evolution. It's called Trevenant. It's the Elder Tree Pokemon. Again, it's Ghost and Grass, and it evolves by trading it. So if you have two Phantoms, usually in the game, the way you do it is I trade you a Phantom, you trade me a Phantom, and we get Trevenant out of it.
They'll evolve.
Yeah, they'll evolve.
Kind of like that Machoke Machamp.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or Abra Alakazam.
Yeah, and nothing additional.
Kadabra.
Just Kadabra to Alakazam. Yeah.
See, I
Good job.
remember
Wow,
stuff.
look at you.
See?
Yeah.
I'm good at this.
All of a sudden. So Trevenant is seems a little bit nicer than the Ghost Children. In Pokemon X, it can control trees at will. It will trap people who harm the forest, so they can never leave. So it's more of a protector of a forest.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you.
So like he really doesn't like lumberjacks
Oh, and it's funny you say that.
because he looks like a lumberjack.
No, what the fuck? No.
Okay.
So that's Trevenant, the evolution of Phantom, and I'll post pictures about these.
He just looks like an angry tree.
Yes, a very angry tree from like Lord of the Rings or something. Look
Yeah.
at a shiny
I
version.
can see that.
It's like orange and
Ooh,
white.
it looks like a tree on fire.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good point. Anyway,
I'm good at
Pokemon Y. Pokemon Y. Using its roots as a nervous system, it controls the trees in the forest. It's kind to the Pokemon that reside in its body. So again, it's still a protector of the forest, right? Mm-hmm. Ultra Moon. The Pokemon controls trees via roots stretching from its feet, and it will attack anyone that dares to ravage the forest. Right, so kind of along the lines of what you said.
Yes.
In Ultra Sun, it's feared as a ghost of the forest. Lumberjacks bring along fire-type Pokemon, which Trevenant hates when they enter the forest. So kind of, to prepare themselves, but specifically lumberjacks, like you said. In Pokemon Moon, through its roots, it exerts control over other trees. A deadly curse falls upon anyone cutting down trees in forests where Trevenant dwell. And then the last, one of the last entries, it says, this is the last entry that I have. In Pokemon Sun, the Pokemon is said to devour anyone daring to ravage the forest. To the creatures dwelling in the forest, it offers great kindness. So it is nice to Pokemon and to people who are taking care of the forest. But if you mess with it, it's going to curse you and lose you in the forest. and you become a tree stump.
All right. Be good to the forest people.
Yes, be good, and Trevenants won't eat your souls, and phantoms won't be crying babies, which is creepy.
That is a little terrifying.
But that's it. That's it. So Phantom and Trevenant, Pokemon of the week. Pokemon 709.
Right. Sweet. So there you have it, folks.
Geek. Pokemon of the Geek. Or Jaime's Pokedex. Something.
Let us know what you think sounds better.
We'll put a survey up.
All right, guys. I do want to say thank you to everybody listening.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Adolfo once again for the wonderful art and making us sound the way we do, because we do not sound this good normally.
Yeah. And then we have some great animation coming to YouTube. So,
yes.
well, just a little something that Adolfo whipped up for us. So if you guys want to check that out, YouTube.
That man is magic with his fingers.
Yes. Yes. Jose would know.
So I do want to say, if you like the show, please go drop a review. If you don't, keep it to yourself. Have a fragile legal. And anything else to add?
I'm good.
All right. Have a week.
Bye.